welcome to Drew Code Sports Talk. I am your host, Andrew Wright. Over here is my co-host, Cody Johnson. And Cody,
sir,
I don't want to talk about it. I really don't.
I can feel the venom in your voice right now.
I really don't, but we have to.
Yeah.
It's a good topic, and it
must be.
It has to be. Yeah, we have to talk about it. The Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, they're in first place.
Said the deal.
Not only in the NL West, but also in Major League Baseball.
Yes.
They're killing it right now.
World domination.
But specifically, I wanted to talk about Clayton Kershaw goes on the DL.
Yeah.
And this is starting to become a reoccurring thing for Clayton Kershaw.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with this question first. What does it mean for the Dodgers with Kershaw being out 6 to 8 weeks?
Well, they did get an insurance policy, and a heck of a one, in Yu Darvish. You want to talk about someone that can definitely keep up that bullpen and can throw as much heat. Obviously, not as good velocity or the curveball, of course, not as good as Kershaw, because he can just dominate the mound. But Darvish, for sure, though, can hold his own. Did it very well in Texas. The only thing, though, is he also has an injury bug problem sometimes, so you got to watch out for that. But most of this year, he's been pretty decent. But I actually think I wouldn't say it's a good thing for the Dodgers, but I don't think it hurts them, just because, like I said, they got Darvish. They still have a really good, starting rotation for who they got. We were just talking about it. Alex Wood is outstanding. They've got a good bullpen and a good closer. So really, as long as the Dodgers are getting runs in and they can have their pitchers just make sure they can just maintain that lead, it's pretty much a guarantee that they're going to win, because they're 45 games right now above 500. The second closest team is Houston, and they're still 8 games behind them. So they're winning games at an astounding rate, and they've done this now for, I think, a full week now without Kershaw. I'm hoping what they should do, though, if they want to keep this going, is err on the side of caution, maybe keep him out longer than the 8 weeks, let's say. Bring him in closer to when the season is just about over, to where the playoffs are about to start, so that way he's a little bit more fresher. Because here's the problem with his back. A back injury, I usually get them a lot. You never recover from them. You just do everything you can not to tweak it.
More than your knee injuries?
Actually, not recently. But anyways, though, with the back injury, it's never fully healed, and you never want to get a situation where you have to have back surgery on it, because then that takes you out a whole year, and then you're never the same when you come back, just because it's a completely different thing. So anyways, I think the Dodgers will be fine. Darvish will pick up the slack, and hopefully they won't crumble, which it doesn't look like they are, because they're just firing all cylinders at the right time, and hopefully if they keep it hot, they'll be exactly where you predicted in the World Series. So.
I was going to bring it up, but you brought it up for me. All right.
Segued right into it.
Yeah. Someone picked the Nationals, someone picked the Dodgers, even though it kills me, and I'm not really
all the Giants are now just saying, thumbs down for this guy.
Well, okay, kind of what you just basically finished with. Clayton Kershaw goes on the DL, and this is the second time that he's had the same injury. Mm-hmm. Last year he had this injury, and it took him out for 2 months. And this is basically going to be the same thing. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, if you're the Dodgers, getting Yu Darvish was big for you this season. But next season, you might have to start thinking about what life is going to be like when Kershaw's gone.
Yeah.
Because even though Kershaw, he's still pretty young, and he's still going to, he could go maybe 5-6 years still if he were healthy.
Yeah.
But when he's not healthy, this might be a concern.
Yeah.
And if you're the Dodgers, you have to really think about, is Kershaw going to be a Dodger forever, or are we going to have to let him go because he's constantly getting injured? Mm-hmm. So I think that's a major concern. And I believe that is going to be a concern coming out of this injury and into the postseason. Mm-hmm. Now, it's Clayton Kershaw, and I want to say this. Clayton Kershaw had a really bad postseason performances in years past. Mm-hmm. Last year was finally the year to me that he finally solidified that he can do it in the postseason in these top games. Mm-hmm. But the team still fell short. Now you have now the Dodgers have a crutch, if you will. Last year, they don't really have that dominant guy like Kershaw. This year has been completely different for the Dodgers. The lineup is finally steady. They're having a consistent outfield, a consistent infield, and they're having consistent rotation and bullpen guys. Now you have Alex Wood, and this kid is killing it. He is, right now, this season, 13-1. He's got an ERA of 2.33. He's got innings pitched of 104.1, 112 strikeouts, and a WHIP, which is walk hits per inning, at a 1.02, which means he's allowing a walk or a hit in every inning.
Right.
Average. And
very good, though.
Clayton Kershaw averages his WHIP about the same. He's always at that 1 or just below. So to me, this is finally where the Dodgers have that guy that they can lean on. And not only do they have Alex Wood, like you said, they just grabbed Yu Darvish. Yu Darvish can throw 96 miles per hour fastball. He's got a pretty good curveball. He's got a very good slider, a very deceptive slider coming from his windup that he has. So Yu Darvish is no one to mess with, and he strikes out, 8 or 9 guys every game, just like Kershaw.
148 right now. That's Kershaw numbers right there.
So, and actually he added 10 tonight, so he's at 158. So they're set, and then Rich Hill is finally getting into his own.
Mr. Blister.
Surprisingly, he might get a blister later. Actually, Kenta Maeda was at an ERA over 4, and now he's sub 4.
He had
the last 2 starts. He brought it way down.
He's had 4 quality starts, last 2 wins, but he's dialing in, and he's actually a sneaky good pitcher when he's on his game. But that's the only thing, though. Sometimes this season he's a lot better, but last season very inconsistent. But this whole pitching staff, starting pitching especially, is super scary. Anyone you take into the postseason is dangerous. It's the cliche is you want to have your best 1-2 guys. They've got 1-2 guys to here, until kingdom come, basically.
I would argue, I would minus Maeda, but even when you do that, you still have a 1-2-3. If you're in the postseason, you're going a 4-man rotation. You're winning 3 out of the 4 games. You're going to do fine. But not only that, now the Dodgers trade for Tony Cingrani, who is a former starter in Cincinnati. Now he's a bullpen guy, and he's got some good stuff. And he was very successful as a starter. Okay, mind you. Then you have Tony Watson, who came over from Pittsburgh, and Watson is a very deceiving left-handed pitcher. This team is actually very good at what they're doing right now, and they're not only that, they're getting Adrian Gonzalez back before postseason. Scott Kazmir is kind of in the air right now, but he still might be coming back. So you have a incredible lineup, an incredible rotation, and then you have Kenley Jansen, who's right now this year the best closer in the game.
He's if you put it in his hands, he's not letting it go. So
needless to say, usually losing Kershaw, it's going to hurt them, no question. Their rotation isn't fantastic, but it is solid. And when you lose Kershaw, any team would be devastated. But with this, it just seems different for the Dodgers. Last year when they lost Kershaw, the Giants were like, okay, we can do this. With Kershaw coming back and he was as dominant as he was, it was like, oh shoot, well, we had a good run. And now this year, it's like, oh shoot, Kershaw's out, but the Dodgers are still killing it. You have Yu Darvish, who just dominated his first Dodger start, and then, as we talked about, Alex Wood, and then Kenta Maeda is finally pitching well. Rich Hill is pitching well. Needless to say, the Dodgers are still a strong team, and they're going to be very tough to beat. It will hurt losing Kershaw, but other than that, I think the Dodgers are actually going to be fine, although it pains me.
I know, as a Giants fan over here, I can't really dispute. I don't have anything that says that they won't make it. The only thing I will say, though, is that in the postseason, it's a totally different game. So you never know. You never want to put too much stock. But right now, they're looking like the Golden State Warriors right now. They're just on fire. They've got young hitting. They got bats coming back. They've added good pitching. So
yeah, I think the Dodgers did it right.
They're a win. Yeah, they're a win now situation. So it's on them. So
my wife would love hearing me talk about that. She might even be outside listening.
Probably.
But I will say, even though I am a Giants fan, I do respect what the Dodgers do, and I love baseball, so I'm not afraid to say it. The Dodgers right now, it just feels like it's their year. Mm-hmm. But I also do feel like, and I will say this with a grain of salt, this feels like it's the Dodgers' year. But if they don't do it, I don't feel like they might have another chance, because as we talked about, Kershaw, we're not sure of what he's going to be. And
plus, not only that, but Yu Darvish is on a 1-year rental in a sense. Exactly. So you've got to win now to convince him to stay. And if he goes, and then you got to have life without Kershaw, now what are you going to do? Thankfully, Alex Wood is young. He's only 25, 26, so there you can hold on to him if he keeps flourishing. But you want to start, making sure you find life after Kershaw. So
excellent. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It is Drew Code Sports Talk. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our videos, which is also Drew Code Sports Talk. Watch the other 2 videos.